stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth, and we die with it. I see it like it's an optical. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of means to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical.
Clearly now, the pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my song. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the world. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said, take a look around you, nigga, find your way back. Find your way back. Find your way back. I said, take a look around you, nigga, find your way back. Find your way back. Find your way back. New era, I got y'all. Real game, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New
Swole Lenormusa.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Get out of the way.
Welcome
It's the
to the Daily
Swole.
Swole.
He's a coming, man. Testing, 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 testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1433 of the Daily Mother, a Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, busses, hustles, and yo-hos? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode, 1433, 33. Look at the hair. Washed it yesterday. Looking good, looking right, looking tight, if I do say so myself. It's nice to get here on a Daily Swole in the day. Last night we had, I believe it was an evening cast last night, right? Last night was the evening cast, or the day before. I forget. But last couple days have been evening casts. I'm excited to get back into a little bit of some daytime flow. I guess it's kind of evening-ish, but it's all good. It's all good. What did you train today? Did you pump? And if you didn't pump, why didn't you pump? And of course, today's Swole card, I got a red hole in the Swole. The red hole Swole. I decided to put a red 0 circle, an O. I got it the third time, a red 0. I could put a little smiley face. I thought about putting a smiley face and then a beard, and I'm like, this could turn out really poor. So I decided to leave it just like that. All right, so hashtag SwoleFam if you want to win today's Swole card. Hashtag SwoleFam. And let's see. I do want to say a reminder to those of you that are members of the SwoleFam, those of you that have any kind of membership, those of you that are members of the private SwoleFam community, make sure you go and you drop your welcome into the community. And a reminder that just kind of revamped, reorganized, and a lot of you have been posting on swolenormsex.com in the community forum. And I've been in there like a bear. I got some good stories, got some good welcomes, and some good intros today from both communities. So just a reminder that you got two places. You got all the pillars. You can comment, you can post, you can ask questions, and you can post freely in the community forums. Of course, Facebook has to be approved, but you can go over there and drop your comment there as well. So you'll be seeing posts, all the posts I'm grabbing. You'll see posts from the Facebook group as well as the community forums, because we have a lot of new members and a lot of people that have great stories and positive shit to share. And I think that's the most important thing, to think positively. And I've been saying this in my YouTube videos. Today's drop was great. We'll actually talk about today's YouTube video because it's important. And this is one of the things that I've been thinking a lot about, is the positivity and the benefits of having a quarantine. Now, again, not benefits to people dying, not benefits for people to be in pain, not benefits for the economy, but I'm talking about benefits on a personal level, the time that you have available to you to spend on your fitness, to spend with your family, to spend with your children, your family, to spend on things that maybe you've been putting off for a while because not that you haven't had time, because that's an excuse no matter what for the most part, but limited time. And I think we can all recognize the benefits of having, think about it. If you have a normal 9 to 5, that's 8 hours out of the day. Not to mention, let's say you have 9 to 5 and a half an hour. How many of you had a commute before? How many of you had a commute? And how long was your commute? Just drop that. I'm just curious. So let's say at least half an hour. Half an hour, even if it's 15 minutes, you got to walk to your car, go to your car, get on. At least half an hour on both ways is reasonable. And some people, it's about an hour. So let's say 9 to 5, that's 8 hours, plus a half an hour each way commute. So that's 9 hours. And then you have, of course, you're getting ready in the morning. So you don't just wake up and you're at work. So that's 10 hours. And then afterwards, you got to come home, decompress, shower, do whatever. So you're like 10, 11 hours. You're like 10, 11 hours out of your day. So if you think about it, if you're doing 10 or 11 hours, let's just say 12. Let's exaggerate. Let's do a little bit extra, 12 hours. You literally have half your life back. Legit, you have half your life back. So if you take 8 hours plus about 30 minutes to an hour commute each way, all right, 10 hours, plus getting ready in the morning, maybe an hour or two. I'm saying, not that you take 2 hours, but some people take 2 hours. You wake up, you shower, you put on clothes, you get dressed. You might be an hour, eating out the door. Maybe you leave in half an hour. So anywhere between 10 and 12, maybe 13 fucking hours. If you're a nurse, you do 12-hour shifts. So 12 hours plus. I mean, if you're a nurse, you're still nursing. But my God, think about all the time you have. Think about all the time that you have back. That's ridiculous. That's half your fucking life. So if you take that, okay, so let's say 12 hours. Let's just give that nice. So half your life is back. Then you're also sleeping for 8 hours. So if you are working and you do all that commute, and let's say it's that 11, 12-hour range, plus let's say you're getting a good night's sleep. Let's say you're getting 7 to 8 hours. That's 19, 20 hours. So you only have 4 hours left over. Let's say you work out for an hour. You have 3 hours. So you have like 3 hours a day. You see where I'm going with that. You have very limited time. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not working now, that you're not working at home. But even if you are only working at home for 5 hours, or even if you're still working at home for 8 hours, you're still saving all the other time to prepare, to get ready, to drive. So you're already saving 4 or 5 hours right there. I mean, the ability for you to, unfortunately, if you lost your job or if you're on unemployment, you have the ability to learn a skill and to build a situation, to build a business online and translate your services to online, to the internet. And I think a lot of people are going to realize, oh, I can do all my stuff online. Oh my God, everything that I do now can also be done online. Wow, I didn't know that. Education doesn't have to be in a fucking classroom. I don't think it should be. It's good to socialize, but I think we should be doing other things to socialize children. You don't need to be sitting in a room. Have them play fucking sports. I know things are going to be different now because of the social distancing, but we need to teach kids actual real shit in life. We need to teach kids how to be physically fit. We need to teach kids how to, again, create. I mentioned yesterday, this is the reason why I didn't really give a lot of context, but I was curious, okay, what are schools teaching your kids right now? Those of you that have kids at home, they're probably teaching the same kind of bullshit fucking math or geometry and blah, blah, blah. Literally, schools should be teaching kids how to do all their stuff online, like how to create social media platforms, how to discover their passion, how to build online businesses. Like if schools were actually doing or teaching kids what they should be teaching, taxes, all that good shit, right? But let's say high school, where kids have like a more developed brain and they can understand more complex concepts, teach them how to fucking build an audience, teach them how to pursue their passion online, teach them tools. Can you imagine if kids actually learned tactical business information and how to investments and how real estate works and stuff like that now in high school online? Because how is history? Oh, let me read what history you want to tell me. Let me learn how to do fucking math. You don't have to do math. You can ask Siri or Alexa, or you can just fucking Google it. When you can Google answers, you don't have to learn how they fucking function. You need critical thinking skills. You don't need how to do a proof in trigonometry. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. I think back to all the stuff that I learned or that I was exposed to. Holy shit, what a waste of fucking time. What a waste of time most of it was. What a fucking waste of goddamn time. A complete waste of time. part of me is grateful that I have that perspective, but fuck all that. I mean, I didn't have the same opportunity to build online businesses and do social media because I was before that time. When I was in high school, my time in high school was when, right at the beginning, I got on when I was like 9 or 10 to AOL. And that was like AOL version 2 point whatever, 14.4 modems and shit like that, beep, yong, byong, all that connection. You're dialing up, you're paying $3.95 or $4.95 a minute, $2.95 a minute, whatever the fuck it was. I remember when AOL went unlimited, it was like, oh my God, unlimited internet? What the fuck? What the fuck? I remember all that shit. So, that was before social media. That was when you had to type in someone's screen name and then it would let you know if they were online. You wrote your emails offline, then you logged on and then you sent your email and you signed off and it only charged you a minute. So I remember those days. And when Instant Messenger, ICQ, and people started to actually do more forums and shit like that. So the beginning of the internet was different. Now it's super fucking easy, but this is the new world. And if we're going to have people that actually succeed in this new economy, unless we want the economy to fucking just get fucked up forever, people need to transition, not yesterday, but now. So before it was all this discussion, oh my God, automation. Tesla's going to have automatic trucks. No one's going to be driving trucks anymore. Everyone's going to lose their fucking job. How ironic is this? How ironic is this? All of a sudden, rather than everyone has this transition for 10 to 15 years where slowly delivery stuff and transportation is automated, all of a sudden you have the virus shuts things all the way fucking down. And now truck drivers and distribution and transportation, humans doing it, is more important than ever. All of a sudden, everyone's getting hired for delivery and driving. It's like a reverse, a complete reverse. Everyone's worried about automation for driving. All of a sudden you have this, and it's actually like a boom in the industry because it happened right now. And all of a sudden everything else is changing. I mean, people should have been doing this already. It's exposing your vulnerability in a new world. This is fast tracking the evolution. This would have happened over the course of the next 10, 20 years. Everyone would have gone more digital. It's a smarter decision. It's a smarter decision. I mean, case in point, we haven't changed a goddamn thing. We haven't changed anything here in X. What's changed? What's changed with what we do? What's changed in terms of content? What's changed in terms of scheduling, in terms of execution? Nothing. Nothing. We're still doing it. We're still creating the content. We're still creating the content that we've always created. We're still dropping knowledge cock every fucking day. The Daily Swole hasn't missed a fucking beat. We're still doing our shit. We're still doing what we have to do. We're training at home, training in the gym. It doesn't matter where you're training. You can train everywhere. You can train anywhere and everywhere with SwoleNormus X and without. You can train everywhere. But we, the SwoleFam, SwoleNormus X, gives you the tools. So everyone inside the SwoleFam. So what up, SwoleFam? Drop some hashtag SwoleFam. Drop that in the comments. Remember today's Swole card. But if you are a member of the SwoleFam, drop the hashtag SwoleFam down below. Some biceps and gorillas always fucking help. But the application of these things, doing it, having everything in one place, having your ability to do your meditation, your yoga, your weight training, using bands, using dumbbells, whatever the fuck you want, however long you want to work out, 7 minutes, you want to do half an hour, you want to do 20 minutes, you want to do 60 minutes, fuck, you have everything. So we're doing the same shit. It's so important to create a system that is less vulnerable. And the same thing goes with the students. The same thing goes with kids in school. Why don't we teach them to be not, you can't teach someone to not be vulnerable, period, but we can drastically mitigate their vulnerability in a world. And what we're doing consistently is we're ignoring the massive changes in society and we're making our kids extremely vulnerable. We're not giving them responsibility. We're not holding them accountable. We're raising them to be stupid fucking pussies. You see it all the time. And then they're just going to play the victim. They're not connected with any kind of reality and common sense. So 8th place trophies, everyone's accepted. Everyone's, oh, arms around the shoulder, fat acceptance. It's all the same kind of vein. It's all the same. It's coming from the same place. And I'm not saying we have to be in a dictatorship and authoritarian society, but we need to definitely toughen up. And the same thing is happening with COVID-19. We need to notice and recognize that this is going to forever change how we handle our shit. And we need to accept our situation now so we can make it a positive. And I've been saying this so many times. I really do think that this can be a positive experience. I do think that this is a rare situation that many more people that don't expect it or didn't expect at the beginning, a lot of people are going to see major improvements from this situation. Major lifelong improvements. It's going to change their entire paradigm of what they think being successful is, what they think being healthy is, what they think is important to them. Because now when you're drastically, we've been cut short of what we can hold valuable. How many people are really going to be like, yeah, I got a Mercedes. Yeah, I got a fancy fucking car, when you can't go anywhere with it. You're not showing it off to anyone. So who cares if you got a fancy car? Who cares? You're not rolling up to a fancy restaurant. They're closed. How's that nice hunk of metal in your garage that's costing you $1,000 a month? How's that treating you? Sitting there, going nowhere, right? So the stupid shit that people spend all their money on is going to be more or less worthless. How about those Louis Vuitton shoes? You're not going anywhere. We can wear them around the house and do some TikToks. Ooh, flossing. Flex on them, beesh. Flex on them, beesh. You could do that with fake Louis Vuittons. Louis Vuittons. You don't need the real shit to fake it on a TikTok, right? So people are going to be they're exposing themselves. They're going to see how fucking worthless all these purchases are. You don't need all this stuff. What do you need to survive? What do you need to be well? What do you need to, that's not going to help you feel good. That's not going to help you get through this pandemic. That's not going to help you get through the next one. What's going to help you get through? Meditation, yoga, exercise, real human connection. And you could do that with social media. You could do that plenty with online. You don't have to be in person to have social interaction. It's great too. And I think we will have social interaction again, but it's going to come at a price. We're going to have multiple waves of this. We're going to have other things coming in the future. And we're going to have to probably go through more of these quarantines and lockdowns as each of these little mini spikes happen. And who knows how long it's going to happen. And there's other things that are going to come up in combination with this. While this is still out there, we're going to have earthquakes. We're going to have volcanoes. We're going to have hurricanes. It's all fun and games now. Oh, we have to stay inside. Oh, some people think it's fake. Well, it's not going to be so much. It's going to be a lot worse when you have a hurricane that knocks out power and we have this going on. So the world is going to be stretched really thin. This is really going to fast track, potentially. It's going to fast track either more conflict, or it's going to fast track a lot more global cooperation, because we are very, very dependent on one another. And the only way, it's bad enough that we're not completely in sync in the United States. If we don't sync up with other countries, we're literally all on the same earth. And if there's a pandemic, no one is separate. We have to really work everything as one fucking unit. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how this goes, but just throwing a lot of thoughts out there. But this is a great opportunity for you to make positive change in your life. You can really work on a lot of things that you never had a chance to do that before. And I saw this earlier. Yeah, Jessica mentioned, let me scroll up because you guys are dropping a ton of comments here. Let me see here. Jessica said, hey, Papa and fam, just finished Yin Lower Body 3 with Alex in the yoga studio. That's one of the newer classes. If you have not yet checked that one out, Mama Swole, you'll fucking love that class. If you haven't checked it out, it's Yin Lower Body 3 in the yoga studio. So if you haven't checked that out, it's a great fucking class. How many of you have done that class? A few of you are dropping comments below. How many of you have done that class already? It's awesome. It's such a good class. Gary, you liked it too? Yin Lower Body 3 is great. We're so spoiled with all the new content. I intend to continue to spoil. I shall continue to spoil you beaches. Oh, nice, Jill. Chair yoga number 2 is surprisingly engaging. Good. Phil Gerard, Yin number 3 is in my top 3 for sure. Very nice. Very nice. What do you find is one of the biggest challenges that you're facing right now in your situation? What's the biggest challenge that you find with the 7 pillars? So you have pillar number 1, community. You have pillar 2, nutrition. You have pillar 3, training. Pillar 4, recovery. Pillar 5, mobility. Pillar 6, mindfulness, and you have pillar 7, consistency. Which pillar are you struggling with the most? Which pillar would you say that is the biggest challenge for you? Which pillar do you think is, or would you say is your biggest struggle, your biggest challenge right now? HP person, here in Sweden, everything is open and people are out in the cafes drinking coffee together. I keep my ass at home though. Jesus Christ, isn't Sweden getting torn up with this shit? I've heard Sweden is one of those places where they didn't lock down jack shit, obviously, if people are out drinking. Hopefully they can't leave the country, at least if you're going to burn Sweden to the ground, keep us out of it. That's a terrible decision. Jesus Christ. Have you guys seen that map with the cell phones where they track the cell phones from spring breakers around the country? There's a video on that on Twitter. If you do a search on Google, it'll bring up a Twitter video. It shows you how quickly things spread. It literally, they track the signals, all the GPS from every single place that those cell phones went after they left spring break. And it literally, the whole country, the right half, pretty much the entire eastern part of the United States, from the center all the way over, is like brightly colored. They went everywhere. Everywhere. So everyone that was on that one beach when I was saying close the fucking beaches are still fucking dumbasses on the beach. That was just one beach, one area. So it's already everywhere. It's already all around the world. It's all in the small cities and in the small towns. It's going to spread there too. It's going to fucking spread everywhere. It already is. But that video is really humbling. Josh, what's sad is my brother is already making excuses. Sister sent recipe for cinnamon rolls, and my brother was like, cool, looks yummy, gaining weight, but it's quarantine, so F it. Ugh. That's the worst. How are you from the same DNA? Your two siblings sound like jabronis, no offense. I'm going to say it. If you can't say it, or you don't want to say it, I'll say it for you. I know you're thinking it. Papa, that flow is amazing. Alex is such an incredible. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. Will, you liked it too? Yeah, that class is amazing. She's an amazing person. Amazing instructor. Her classes are the fucking tits. We got some really good classes. Rachel's got some new classes coming. Fucking amazing classes. Oh, there you go. No shit. This is Ghetto Bird. Finally figured out the live chat. What do you mean? Like just typing in? How complicated is that? You just type in, use your words. Use your words. You got it. Use your words. You can do it. You can do it. Let's see. Recovery and sleep. Let's see. Pillar number 6 for sure. Mindfulness. Optic, are you practicing? Are you making some brain games or what? What's going on here? Mariah, biggest challenge is number 1. Seems like everyone is negative. Well, people are really in denial. I feel like that's one of the biggest things, is the denial that this is a real serious thing that's going to be going for at least the rest of this year, if not the rest of 2021, and something that will forever change how we interact physically, because there will be something else coming after this that will be worse. Unfortunately, there's going to be another one that's worse than this. Why not? There might be ones that aren't as bad, but there will also be ones that are worse if we don't make some massive changes. And it's Mother Nature, essentially, and it's evolution and survival of the fittest. I don't think, even if you make all the preparations and precautions, I don't think you can stop anything from like this from happening worse again. I don't think there is a preventing viruses, period, because there's mutations and they'll always change, and nature will find a way to thin the herd and to balance things out, equilibrium and yin yang, all that stuff. So there will be something else. But I guess the real question is, will we be more prepared in order to handle that and protect ourselves from it faster? Because we'll have to. Can you imagine if this was a 40% or 50% mortality rate? I mean, everything would be done. And it wouldn't be like, oh, we still have food, we still have the supply chain. It would be shut down. No one would fucking go out. Who the fuck would leave? It would be a real disaster. And there's no telling that this thing can't progress worse. Or there couldn't be something on the heels of this when we're still unprepared and we're more vulnerable because we're already stretched thin. Can you imagine right after we kind of get a grasp on this, barely, all of a sudden something else hits? And it's like Corona, COVID-20 or 30 or 60 or XYZ and it fucking just rips through because we're already stretched thin, we're already maxed out. That's some scary shit. That's something, and those are things that are possible. Not that it's necessarily likely or that it will happen, but you can't say that's not possible. There's a ton of possibilities. Nothing's impossible. We've proved that many times as human beings. Everything is possible, especially the shit that we don't know or we don't expect. That's the scary part about the unknown. We know what we're trying to expect or anticipate, but no one thought that we were going to be, well, I shouldn't say no one. Apparently, was it, U.S. intelligence knew about this and warned the administration about a major issue, major problems with the virus, like a major, this was warned about in October, November or some shit. So yeah, people didn't pull the gun. The administration completely dropped the ball in many, many ways. Many ways. What else is new? But the problem is we still have people that are on beaches. We still have people that are not locked down. We still have people that are slacking now. They're out in the streets. I just don't fucking get it because we're not dropping that authoritarian hammer because we have rights and because we have the Constitution. We uphold these things. However, it's weakening our ability to take action. So pros and cons for security, right? Nebby, waiting on my blocks and strap to arrive. I'm terrible at flexibility and need to work on it. So what? You're fine. You're not terrible at flexibility. There's no such thing. You just are what you are and you're working on it. You'll improve. Everyone's different. Some people are just naturally super flexible. And some people, no matter how much you practice, no matter how much you do mobility, you'll never get to like put your leg over your head. Some people just never get there. Yeah, yin is amazing. Yin yoga is amazing. Yin yoga pairs up beautifully with strength training. It's excellent. Alex Green, I couldn't keep up with regular yoga, so someone in the SwoleFam told me to do chair yoga, and others screaming, do the elimination diet. So first day on diet, my knees feel better from not eating wheat. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Definitely do the elimination diet. Just be mindful that when you do the elimination diet, that your body is, you want to make sure that you're not adding in too many variables. You're not doing too much training while you're trying to do the elimination diet. Just make sure you're doing these bite-sized things one day at a time, that you're not overloading yourself and stressing yourself out and, taking on too much more than you can handle. But good for you. Very, very common that gluten or grains cause inflammation or cause joint pain. That's very, very common. Joint pain, the big ones I would say the biggest ones that I've noticed from people with grains specifically are headaches, like migraines, joint pain, and bloating. Everyone else, if you have other experiences, you could drop that below. But most commonly, I've always read that people that do the elimination diet notice from the wheat and grains, bloating, migraines, and joint pain. But of course, you can have other things go along with that depending on your body. Let's see what we got here. Can you eat dates on the elimination diet? Can you? I mean, high in sugar, high in fiber. I would generally probably stay away. I would test those personally, because I think dates may or may not fall into a similar category as grapes or dates and raisins. Like that might be something that may or may not. Remember, the elimination diet is not necessarily something that, hey, it's not the same for everyone. One person might have dates and have no problem. Some other people might have it and it really fucks them up. So to kind of sideways answer your question, it depends on what you eliminate. So fundamentally, if you don't eliminate it, you can't test it. So if you keep on eating dates, you might never know that it's covering up something that you want to do. You want to eliminate as many questionable items or as many things that could potentially cause you problems as possible when you do it the first time. You can also do partial eliminations, but if you do 4 or 6 weeks and you don't eliminate certain things like dairy or you're only going to get so much information. The more you do, the better it is, but not everyone does a full elimination right off. So whatever you don't remove, you can't test. So the more you remove, the more you can test. Just make sure you're getting in your nutrients. Don't cut everything out of like any one food group. Don't cut out all carbohydrates. Don't do anything crazy drastic with macros and stuff. You want to keep it as much elimination diet focus as possible, not, real complete overhaul lifestyle, energy source changes for your body. Let's see here. I agree. Cut out dairy too. Yay. Citrine, I'm eliminating dairy at the moment. Oh, you're welcome. Well, all yoga is good, Nebby. We're talking about the chair yoga classes. All yoga, there's really, I don't want to say there's bad yoga, but there's certain instructors that you're going to pair up with and you're going to really connect with. One of the reasons why we have so many different sections of yoga inside the yoga studio is because there are many different types and there's many different approaches depending on what you need from a training standpoint and from an experience standpoint. So every yoga class can be modified, but of course you don't want to do a level 3 if you're brand new. So it's important to have those different options like the yin yoga, which is very gravity based and you don't have to engage muscle. So it's very passive. It pairs up great with bodybuilding, with strength training. And then you have other types of mobility, of strap classes. You have all the 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. You have Ashtanga yoga, you have vinyasa. So you have all those different flows and you can just pick and choose what works best for you. So good shit. Keep it up. Gary says, definitely bloating for me when it comes to grains. Grains were the last thing that I eliminated, and the difference I saw in just a week was crazy. Monica, too many grains give me an itchy rash on my arms and back. Oof. Blah. Who wants a fucking rash? God damn. Yeah, one thing you'll notice after doing an elimination diet, and actually for me personally, because I have most of my diet is fat and fat and protein. So I definitely don't do carnivore, but it's very hunter-gatherer. And I just can't handle sweet. It's too much. I can't handle fake, artificial, or concentrated sweetness. It's just too much. And that's why my frozen berries, I like frozen berries because 1, they're lower glycemic and they have a lot of great nutrients in them. I like berries, but also when they're frozen, I guess a little bit, it numbs the taste buds a little bit. So you don't necessarily get the same kind of overload. I love fresh fruit too, but obviously if you buy fresh fruit, it can and possibly is more expensive, especially if it's organic. It's not always in season. So you get frozen fruit. It's picked at the peak of ripeness. So it stays longer and you don't have to worry about it going bad. You buy fresh raspberries at the store. You have about like 16 hours to eat them before they got that white fuzz growing on them. So I like frozen fruit for that reason, but it kind of numbs the taste buds a little bit and it makes it a little bit less sweet, a little bit less overload on your taste buds, because if you're eating real food, you're going to get really sensitive to sweet again, because it's not normal to have concentrated fucking sugar. It's not normal to drink 2 liters of pure fucking sugar that does not exist in nature. You'd have to eat like 15 fucking mangoes, and you might only do that once in a while. If it's in the summer, if you live in a really hot climate when you need that kind of hydration. Why do you think that really watery fruits grow plentiful in the tropics? You get coconut. They're fucking filled with water. Watermelon. Water's in the fucking name. All the melons, right? And then you have things like mangoes. Super juicy, super watery fruit because animals need more fluid. You need more hydration when you're in a warm climate and a humid climate when you're losing a lot of water. So your nutrition and your choices need to be based on also what's in season in your area and what do you need. If you're in a hot climate and you're sweating a lot, you're going to need some more hydration. Longer days in the summer, more activity, you can have more sugar. That's okay to have more fruit during the summer. It's better for your body. It's evolutionary. Coquetez, could you elaborate further on the correlation between yin yoga and strength training? I am very new to yoga and I've been into lifting for nearly 1 year. So I'd love to hear more on that concept. Yin yoga is very passive, meaning you'll hold a position for maybe 2-3 minutes, even 5, 7, 10 minutes, depending on your yin class. I have some really cool stuff planned for Swolga that will really take you all deep into the dark side. But yin, you can hold these poses for many, many minutes. And one of the benefits to that is you actually really integrate. It's kind of like a stretching. It's more of like a meditative state where you get deeper into that connective tissue. So maybe those more temporary type stretches don't get so deep into the connective tissue, into the fascial tissue. You have a web of connective tissue that is intertwined and kind of like a spider web that goes throughout the entire body. So every single muscle fiber, every grouping of muscle fibers and bundles are all segmented and packaged so they're organized, and so they move separately, but they don't get twisted up and tied up together, essentially, right? So you have this connective tissue system that connects ligaments and tendons and bones and muscle and organs and just kind of wraps inside out of everything. And you can get these adhesions, and you can get these adhesions that when you have molecules or limited range of motion, things kind of get petrified and stiff, essentially. So adhesions, think of it like kind of like glue. So things like foam rolling, stretching, mobility exercises, moving the body the way the body is meant to move will mitigate these types of adhesions and allow you to move better. Because if you have anything getting stuck, your body will compensate and move differently to get around it, kind of detour around these sticking points. You've probably heard of like knots. You get knots in your leg or in your back or between your shoulder blades. And there's different reasons for those feelings. But a lot of times it's because you have muscle imbalances that cause tension. And yin yoga is really good to balance that out, because when you're doing strength training, you're building up, you're creating internal tension to overcome external force. So whatever weight you're using, whether it's a kettlebell or a band or a dumbbell, it's external force on the body. So you have to create tension inside the body to overcome, to be greater than the external force, the weight based on gravity and what direction that force is coming from. So when you're creating that internal tension, you can create some of these, sticking points. You have lactic acid buildup, you have, oxygen exchange, and you have all these byproducts of exercise and breakdowns of energy release and so forth. So sometimes things get knotted up, the muscle fibers kind of get balled up. Sometimes they don't always extend all the way. And that's why mobility is so important to pair up with that. And yin gets really deep. Yeah, that's what she said. Let's run for that. That's what she said. She's a fucking whore. We all know that. We all know that, though. Sugar and dairy, Mr. Bigglesworth. Sugar and dairy gives me little bumps all over my face. Super common for dairy to do that. And sugar too, but dairy definitely can give acne big time. Dairy is a big one for psoriasis and for skin issues. So anyway, fucking get on your yoga and get on that yin yoga. If you want an entire, and again, the yoga studio inside SwoleNormus X. So if you go to SwoleNormusX.com, those of you that aren't members, now's the time. You can get a yoga membership. I would just, if you're going to do a yoga membership, just go for the unlimited. It's a no-brainer. I know some people, that's there for people that really only want yoga. But literally, you can get access to Swolga, which are my classes. You get access to Swollen 7. You get access to a ton more mobility stuff, including yoga taught by me if you go for the unlimited membership. So if you want everything, like you get so much more for the difference to go unlimited. So that's a no-brainer. I highly recommend it. But you have access to the yoga studio, the yoga membership, if that just really just suits your fancy separate. So you get tons and tons of stuff. If you're interested in yin yoga, it's great. Burpees. Nice, Cerny. Good for you. Did Swollen 7 dumbbells number 4. Repeated it 3 times. Shit, I was sore as hell. Good workout. What's your favorite Swollen 7 so far? You might not remember the number off the top of your head. But what Swollen 7 section are you interested in seeing more of this week? I'm going to be doing some content. What's today? Wednesday? Of course, we got a bunch of new stuff coming, but going to be working on some new releases soon. Mike, question about Swollen 7. Is it possible to get a link with the exercises listed, like with the other programs? A link with the exercises. Workout Russian roulette when picking one. A link. Oh, you mean like underneath? Well, when you load it up, it's possible. I'm not really sure exactly what you're asking. A link. You mean a list in the description? Yeah, that was something that's going to be I mean, it's going to be a list of the names, but if you don't know what they are, you still have to watch the video. So if you just scroll through, some of them have names or some of them will have names if they're specific areas, but some of them will just have the round name. But there's always some updates and some title changes that will be more listed. You better not mention that again. Good one. Let's see here. Thanks, Stephen. Unlimited access has been critical for me during the lockdown to help keep me on track and in a good mind space. Awesome, bro. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it. Sonormous X Unlimited is the best way to invest in yourself. Jump in and you won't regret it. I agree. So yeah, also, by the way, if you go into the community section on X, you have that suggestion box. So you can actually drop a suggestion. You can actually post in the community section and post up what you're looking for. So what you're going to see in the Swollen 7 section, you'll see, because I thought it was there already, I might have actually saved it earlier and, saved it in a different window and thought it was there. But the rounds will say, round 6 chest and back or round 6 total body. And then maybe in the description, we'll add the list of exercises. So, if that would help below, I mean, you could scroll in too, but both of those things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Papa, your brain gains and yoga have saved me during this pandemic. I do both before my EMS shift and after my EMS shift. That's fantastic. Great to balance. Great to balance, especially you're in super, super hardcore stress. Thank you for crushing it. Thank you for staying on it. James, I love the mobility Swollen 7s because I use them in a warm-up prior to strength training, as most people should be. Those are perfect for a warm-up. Those are perfect for a warm-up. I'm excited for some of the new stuff coming. I'm excited. Some of the stuff that's being worked on. I'm stoked. Is it normal to fall asleep during brain gains? You should not. Do not fall asleep during brain gains. Is it normal? If you're exhausted, but don't fall asleep. You should be sitting upright. Don't lay down. If you should not be lying down during meditation. At least this type. You want to stay awake and conscious. It is normal if you're really, 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 really tired and you're not sleeping enough. But if you're very relaxed, you just don't want to fall asleep. But it's definitely not a bad sign. It means you're really relaxing. It's your voice, dude. I couldn't help it. Well, that's good. It's not a bad thing, but if it's relaxing, because you do want to be engaged, you don't want to be doing anything though. So it's not like there's something to do. You don't want to be like tense. You don't want to be posturing. But if you're exhausted or you're really tired or yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's not like a bad thing. Well, thank you. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Relax. Welcome back. Should I do it with a German accent? It'd be like, welcome back to Brain Gains. Take your seat in the chair in an upright position and start to focus on the breath. Relax. Relax and inhale and then exhale. Breathe. And play some little like low techno. Yeah, take your seat. Take a nice deep breath in. Yeah, do you want meditations with Arnold? Welcome to my meditation session. Take a deep breath in. Yeah, come on. Inhale and exhale. Yeah. Drink a bit of tea before you meditate. Like a little caffeine, a little shot. When do you meditate? When do you practice brain gains? When do you do that? Earlier in the day or later? Some people like it before bed. That'll put you to sleep if you're already tired. Mike Miller, I actually set my alarm 10 minutes earlier in the morning so I can get a Swollen 7 mobility before I go to work. That's great. That's a great time to do it. You never close your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate it. It's just $2.99 for the first minute. 1-900 get swole. 1-800 hi Papa. Papa, do an ASMR video. What? I'm just gonna talk. Well, I guess the podcast can be ASMR if you're into that shit. Just tickle your ear holes. Vanessa, is it normal to zone out during brain gains? The brain game. The game of brains. The game of games. Charlie McDennis. The game of games. Come on, drop some biceps and grills if you know what I'm talking about. Come on. How many of you have played Charlie McDennis during the quarantine? Anyone? It's intense. I know. It's intense. Got to be careful. The ER is already overloaded. Can't be getting hurt. Some of you are like, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Those that do are laughing you're laughing your ass off if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're like, no clue. Is it normal to, I'm sorry, Vanessa, I completely went off topic there. Is it normal to zone out during the brain gains? Like I can hear the voice, but I'm so focused on my breathing and centered, I guess, that I cannot really understand what you say. That's normal. It's also good. Remember, it's a guided meditation. The brain gains, it's guided. So guided is not like telling you what to do, because when you're meditating, you're not trying to do anything. You really don't want to try. You're not trying to put in effort. It's more like receiving. It's more like receiving, accepting. So the words and what I'm saying is a guide to take you to a certain area of focus. So it's good. It's good. I mean, as long as you're focusing on the breath, as long as you're following the guidance, that's a good thing. But, that's part of it. That's part of focusing on your breath. That's part of meditating. That's part of finding that mindfulness. Things start to tune out and it becomes easier. The benefit of doing this every day, the benefit of doing it on a regular basis is you start to carry that feeling and that ability throughout the day. So you don't have to necessarily sit down for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. You could do that in the morning or the evening or both. But during your day, when something comes up, you recognize what it is because you're able to do it more fluently. You're able to live that more often. You're able to access those skills. And literally, you're building your muscle. You're training your brain. That's why it's called brain gains. Just like you have Swole Season, the program inside Swolenormous X, you're going to bulk and build muscle. You also need to bulk and build your brain. Okay? You need to build up your brain. You need to build up those skills inside your brain. You need to build those skills because in this situation now with the quarantine, you need to have those skills. Otherwise, you're going to go fucking insane because you're in a small space. Imagine your brain. Your brain's literally in here, but it's also everywhere. So once you start connecting with your surroundings and you're more aware of these things that appear, you're less likely to get trapped into that kind of existential angst. You're not going to get sucked away. You're not going to get lost in these frivolous bullshit emotions for things that really don't fucking matter. So you're more focused on maybe less tasks or less thoughts, but things that are actually going to make a fucking difference. It helps you recognize more shit that's bullshit in many ways. James, I seem to be levitating out of the chair during brain gains. Am I doing it wrong? No, you're doing it absolutely right. When you've reached peak brain gains skill, your beard will actually grow during your session. So like if you do a 20-minute brain gains, you can actually measure it. Your beard will be longer at the end. You need a really small measuring tool, but it will grow. Absolutely. Josh, I am the only one in my family who not only does yoga, but meditation as well. That's fantastic. Well, not that you're the only one, but that you're doing it. Better one than zero. Us females better watch out for the beard gains. That's right. You come out of quarantine, everyone's gonna look like me, just long beard. Even the ladies. Oh my God, what happened to you? I was making brain gains. Everyone sounds like some fucking like Russian woman on juice. I was making the brain gains. I come out of quarantine and now sick fucking gains on face. Gains anywhere, everywhere. Clit is now little dick, little peepee. Long beard, little peepee. I make sick fucking gains above neck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see. Scrolling. You guys. Oh, you guys. We got a post here. We got some posts here. We got some good stuff here. Whoa. Hey. Super Zoom. This one's from Mark. We'll call him Marquis. After slacking off due to a severe lack of motivation, I've dug out the equipment from the cupboard, and started back my routine today. It may not be what I'm used to doing, but any workout is better than no workout. Just now, I will come out of this lockdown fitter, healthier, and loving life. Good shit. I'm telling you, everyone needs to make progress. You should be fucking winning from this lockdown. You should be fucking winning. Now, I usually block out pictures and faces, but I know Josh is good for it. I want to just give a shout out because Josh is fucking repping it, working part of the supply chain, delivering your fucking shit, delivering your workout equipment, your TVs and your riffraff and whatever the fuck you're doing. So much respect to Josh and everyone that's doing delivery, that's doing UPS, that's doing FedEx, that's Amazon, that's Instacart, everyone that's working hard to keep delivering shit everywhere. You know, of course, obviously doctors, nurses, I would hope that goes without saying, but let's not forget the people that are, you know, putting foods in carts and bringing it to you and keeping your bellies full and your family's bellies full and, you know, putting that effort out there. So much respect, Josh. And you might be listening. I think you might have been tuned in earlier. So if you're still watching, much love, dude. Thanks for continuing to crush it. I love those selfies. Like, that's like that picture right there. First off, the beard is epic. And secondly, it's kind of like this picture is, I look at that, I'm like, America. I'm just like, just feel like saying USA, USA. And when I say USA, I'm kind of like saying global USA, kind of like, yeah, fuck yeah. Still doing it. Still doing it. As long as we still have this kind of shit moving, you know, we'll get through this, but we just have to make sure that we stay focused on the most important shit. So, muchísimas gracias, Yosh. Thank you so much, bruh. How come I can't change back to... I can't bring myself by. There we go. Hey, I'm here. What up? What up? Is my mouse not working? Oh, fuck. My click isn't working on my... Whatever. Mouse off. I got my trackpad. I got backup. I got a trackpad and I got a mouse. I don't fucking trust that mouse. Certainly don't now. Let me see. Let me see if I got this back. Hold on. Hey, there we go. No? There we go. All right, now I got my clicky. Got my clicky back. I was worried for a second. I was worried. Now, this is a fucking hell of a post. Now, this one's from Ren. And look, for those of you that think you can't be doing it, for those that think you can't hang, for those of you that think it's too late, how many of you think it's too late to build muscle? Hey, I'm 45. Can I still build muscle? I still get those fucking posts and those comments and those messages. Fuck, I still get posts. Am I 45? Can I still build muscle? Yes, you can. Here's a picture. Boom. Here's Ren. Not bad for being 3 months shy of 60. What the fuck? What the fuck? Do I see abs? Do I see fucking abs, Ren? My God. Good for you. Good for you. SwoleFam crushing it. I don't care what decade you're in. You're fucking destroying it. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad for 45 either. Holy shit. Fucking shitballs. Ridiculous. 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 Not bad for being 3 months shy of 60. Yeah, I'll say. Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, baby. Yow. 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 I know, more like 25. How many people are 25 that don't look like that? And hey, look, you're working on something. Wherever you are, you're working. I'm not trying to make light or make fun of you if you don't have a body like that. It's just, this is what you can do. This is another human being that is, in many ways, for most of you, older than you chronologically, but doesn't look that way. That's fantastic. Unreal, right? Yeah, 3 months shy of 60. So, yeah, it's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. Reminder, today's Swole card. SwoleFam. SwoleFam. Did someone say I should add a dating section inside? Did someone say I should add a dating section inside the community area? Should we have that? Should we have a Swole mate section? Yeah? Swole mating? Hey. What are we going to do? Like age, sex, location? ASL? We're going to get back into the forums? You guys want a dating section? I'll do it. Why not? A lot of you probably are in similar areas. Why not? Well, not now. Age, sex, location, ASL. Want a cyber? I am taking off your pants. Swole for singles. I would love a swole mate. Look at that. Why not? Why not? There you go. There you go. There you go. 34F kit. Winner. Winner. You'll get a proposal in 10 minutes. 34 female kitchen. Where you belong. Haha, I said it. You all know it's true. Yeah. Make me a sandwich, woman. Mama Swolio's probably in the other room like, yeah, I'll fucking give you a fucking sandwich right in your fucking taint. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How far along with you with the pillars? ASL. 30F bed. After this quarantine lets up, I'm going to be so slutty. Not going to lie. I've been seeing that on TikTok. It's like the only thing that's open for business are my legs. Everyone's going to go out. That's the problem. Right when the quarantine's over, you'll have, hey, coronavirus is down. All of a sudden, just AIDS will just go fucking skyrocketing. Just HIV. Every sexual disease known to man, including corona. That's what's going to bring it back. Everyone's going to get like corona the puss. I got COVID cock. Fuck. You're going to get literally coronavirus in your dick hole. Ooh. I don't think it attacks the penis, but what if it did? What if that was the worst place? What if it's a bad virus normally, but then you get it right in your dick and it just eats, it becomes like a flesh eating and then it takes over the world. And that's where the zombie apocalypse comes. It comes from it going in your genitalia. Be vigilant, fam. I'm telling you. Social distancing. Social distancing. Stay away. Was that too far? Yeah, that's what they're going to call it. Well, I think I've read that condoms are actually in short supply because they're made in some countries that are shut down. So there's actually, so pulling out is going to be, I've heard it works. once in a while. The coronials. Yeah. Yep. Keep your junk clean. That's right. Yeah, COVID cock. You never know. You never know. What if it was a thing? Social distancing. I have some leftovers from the good times. Is that what it's going to be called? The good old days? Always down for a little dick hole talk. There you go. You can't get an STD if you wash your hands. That's right. No hand jobs. That's the thing. No hand jobs. I don't know why that was ever a thing anyway. It's just, come on. It's just, fuck. If you're going to do it right. Do it right. Do it right. That being said, let's look at a plate of food. Hey-o, check that out. What's up, John? One of our mods, The John. Z John. Lunchtime grunts. Look at that. Is that meat cooked? What is that? I thought I put that on there. We got some meat of sorts. I wanted to post this because I was curious. I'm like, what is that? That looks like lamb almost. It looks like medium fine. It looks like rare meat. And are those beets and sweet potato? It looks like beets, some kind of protein source, and sweet potatoes. Probably grass-fed beef. Looks really red though, but respect. It does look a bit raw. Rare ground turkey. Yeah, that looks like some Jenny-O or something. I don't know. But good for you. I'm sure it's probably the lighting or something. Or maybe it's the background that makes it look a little, whatever. Who cares? You're crushing. I'm sure you're not eating raw fucking food. John eats the beets. I feel like I get an STD from that. Maybe. This one's from Josh in the SwoleFam. Just wanted to post and share about some good fortune I've come across in the last couple of weeks since everything started shutting down. I found a local farm that does grass-fed and finished Scottish Highland beef and heritage-raised pork, no curing, no drugs. They are cheaper than the grocery stores or websites that do delivery and are not listed on any website that I have searched in the past for local treasure. Also, just this morning, I found a lady doing free-range, all-natural chickens, got 4 dozen fresh eggs for $9. Holy shit. Holy shit. Would have been 30 or 40 at the grocery and not fresh. Good Lord. Sorry for the length here, but I'm posting this as a reminder to everyone here that high-quality food can most definitely be found for prices that can sit in most budgets. And more important is locally, no middleman, no warehouses, and more importantly, no bullshit. Sounds like my kind of food. My kind of food. Take this time to better yourself, your life, your health. Make the most out of every day, every minute. Love every one of you here in the SwoleFam. Be safe, keep your heads up, and never stop making those sick fucking gains. Yow. Fuck yeah, dude. What a hell of a post. Go get it done. Go get it done. I think this is better. If you have a lawn, you have a yard, get some fucking chickens. Get some fucking chickens. I used to love having chickens. Free fucking eggs. I mean, not free. You got to buy feed or you got to let them roam. You got to put up the fence and you got to care for them. But man, to walk outside and grab food, nothing like it. Nothing like it. Let's see. I got hair in my nose. Fuck. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my nose. This hair just gets in there and I feel it everywhere. Feel it everywhere. All right, we got a good post from Liam. This is from the community forum inside Swolenormous X. Liam says, "Hey fam, I'm Liam. Hello. I'm 33 and from the UK. I'll try my best now to sum it up in short. I really didn't give a shit until my first daughter was born nearly 4 years ago now. Before that was just food, alcohol, and drugs, and the drugs were first to go straight away, followed by the alcohol, which has now been 16 months. Good for you. I'd already cut right down to occasionally drinking before, and then just deciding to cut out completely. Now onto the food. At my heaviest, I was 266 pounds, and I'm 6 feet tall. Around the time of giving up drinking, I was on a little health journey doing the Slimming World, which for me was basically starving myself to make numbers on the scale each week. I started watching YouTube vids and found a few really good channels, Swolenormous being one of them, and started training and got myself down to 189 pounds. but didn't have any real muscular gains, just newbie gains, as I know that takes years. Then, parentheses, excuses coming, at least you're honest about it. Life happened. My second daughter was on the way and had bought my first house, which needed a lot of work and was already working 7 days a week. So everything went to the back for a while. And I've now ended back up at 224 pounds with my old food habits, and I'm trying to get rid of again. And that brings all of you up to date. Now let's work on making some sick fucking gains. So welcome to the family. Welcome. And just a reminder that those posts with the top with the what's up beaches, the welcome, those are all in the private community forum inside SwoleNormus X. This one's from Caitlin. What's up, beaches? What's up, Caitlin? What up? What's up, fam? My name is Caitlin and I am 20 years old. I weigh 165 pounds, but I've realized that I had an unhealthy relationship with eating junk on the weekend and being, quote, good during the week. I am in the Army and I am aiming to be the healthiest and strongest I can be. So excited to see and hear about everyone's progress and goal meeting. So welcome to the fam. Welcome, beaches. Welcome. Very nice. Monica, anxiously awaiting my first shipment of grass-fed beef and pasture-raised chicken from a local farm. Ooh. God, that's fucking good. I can't wait to smash a workout and fucking eat. I just can't wait to fucking smash right now. Can't fucking wait to smash. Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. I'm super stoked. David, what's up, David? David, what's up? What's up, everyone? Been listening to the podcast for a while and finally got the membership so I can do the yoga almost through level 1. What up, fam? What's up, David? What's up, everyone? Welcome, new SwoleFam peeps. How we doing? Beaches? How we doing? This one, I'm fucking loving this fire. This one's from Auti. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but fuck it. It's a great post. What's up, beaches? What's up, A? I'll call you A. What's up, fam? I am Auti. There's 3 I's in there. That's intense. I have no idea how to even approach that. 3 I's. Talk about vowels, bro. You got 4? You're 4 for 6. No, my God, I can't even. You're 5 for 6. I forgot about the U there. You're 5 for 6. My goodness. Look at you. Fucking epic. What's up, fam? I'm Auti. Yeah. I'm 24 years young and recovering from 22 years of abuse to my body. So you started at 2 years old? You started at 2. I just abused my body at 2. I'm so excited to finally join. I found Papa around this time last year. I believe it was a Q&A that showed up in my suggested videos. Oh, I remember those days. That YouTube suggested my videos. I remember that. Huh. Awesome. Those were the days. And I got hooked. I've wanted to join for a while now, but COVID-19 closing my gym really made me jump on it because I need to learn the home gains. In 2018, I started getting serious about the gym, but my nutrition was failing and I got no results. Near the end, I had been watching enough people on YouTube stressing the importance of your food, so I started counting my calories. I cut almost all sugar and put on my running shoes and made 2019 the year I lost 100 pounds. I said, quote, fuck you to a life of being happy about my obesity, and got my training certification and started working on one for nutrition so I can one day make a career out of helping people who had been lost like I was. That's the best part. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm here so I can step up my game and live the best life that my body wants. I'm ready for some sick fucking gains. Welcome to the fam. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what I like. I like hearing when someone's fucking turning that into a passion, a career to pass along to other people. Because if you're obese, you're overweight, you went through that journey, you've done it yourself, it's just more and more reason for people to trust you and you can guide people through those pitfalls that oftentimes they'll fall into as a result of not they think that, okay, this is a challenge that they can't overcome. But if you are there by their side and you're able to be like, hey, I've been there too. I know exactly that feeling. I was there myself, but I did X, Y, and Z. And on the other side, it's a great thing. And they look at you and they say, oh, well, you definitely did it because there's a picture of you when you were fat and now you're not so fat anymore. So I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to keep on going. So you're able to give a lot of people, kind of like John from Obese to Beast, just because he has so much experience and he's done it himself, it automatically gives him credibility. He's been there. He's done it. He knows psychologically, literally in his own skin. He knows what it's like to go through that. And it's priceless to have that information, to be able to share it. This one's from Herbert. I would say Eber. I like that. Even if that's not how you pronounce it, I like it. It's fancy. Eber. Hello, fam. My name is Herbie. I'll call you Herbie. I'm 36 with 4 kids. About 6 months ago, I was over 300 pounds. Today, I'm down to 266. We got a lot of gorilla grunts today. That's fire. I've been working on strength training and have recently learned how helpful yoga is. I'm glad to be a part of this fam and look forward to growing with you all. Fuck yeah, Herbert. Thank you, Herbie. Herbie. Thank you for being here and fucking love it. Love it. We got one from Peter. Hi, fam. I'm Peter. I'm 25 from Sydney, Australia. Been bouncing up and down with weight for the last 10 years or so. Had bad habits with junk food built up over the years. As soon as I start getting somewhere, I slip and fall due to injury or life circumstances changing. I'm 6 feet tall and 111 kilos, down from 119 kilos at my heaviest. So that's 206. Thank you for the conversion. I definitely was just going to skip over that because I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't want to do the math right now. 262.5 pounds to 245. So you've lost almost 20 pounds. Good stuff. Getting food under control and staying consistent with self-control. Getting started with all the mobility and strength stuff as like everyone else is stuck at home. Looking forward to gaining with you all. Welcome, Peter. We're just crushing it, people. We're just fucking crushing it. Peter's making those gains. So many gains. So many gains. So many gains. So many gains. We got some hashtag SwoleFam. Remember Swole card. Hashtag SwoleFam for today. Let's see here. Oh, hydration. This post is from Anna. Hey, SwoleFam, I need some advice. I'm 30 pounds underweight. Ooh, someone wants to gain. Someone wants to make some sick fucking gains. And it's seriously time to bulk up. I want to do it in a healthy way and also, of course, during a pandemic. Does anyone have advice or foods I can access easily that'll bulk me up? Obviously, I'm still exercising, so I got to fuel those workouts and some extra for gains. Another thing that is hard is my family makes fun of me for working out and trying to eat healthy. I definitely want you all to pay attention to this post. I'll leave it up on the screen for a little bit, but drop in the comments below your support for Anna and your thoughts on this, because a lot of you are literally going through this or you've gone through this already. This is the really shitty part when your family doesn't support you. My family makes fun of me for working out and trying to eat healthy. They try to get me to eat junk food to gain weight. I try to work out in my room, which isn't very big, and sometimes I don't like leaving my room to get food because I know I'll get bullied. I just got to suck it up and do it, but it's hard. That's what she said. I had to. This is a problem. I don't know if there's another. Yeah, there's that. I thought there was maybe a second part. That's a problem. You know, if you're trying to, and look, you're trying to bulk up, so your family is trying to, I guess, junk food, crap, probably whatever, fast food or garbage. I think that's the hardest thing. I need to stand up. Hold on a second. So that's probably one of, if not the hardest thing to deal with, is people in your circle that don't support you. So you're getting a lot of resistance. You're getting a lot of pushback. And there's no need for that. I mean, of course, that's up in your head. If you're getting bullied, you're internalizing that. So brain gains, meditation can help a lot. However, it's, fuck everyone else's feelings. It doesn't matter what they say. I got a little bit of like chiding or like kind of, because I was the first person in my family to get fucking obsessed and into fitness and into training and lifting. But I had my head down. It didn't matter what anyone said. I wanted to do it and I did it. And I'm still doing it. So it's all about what your priorities are. And then, unfortunately, you're in the same house, but maybe fortunately, you have less stress. You don't have to fend for yourself. You have your family around you, but you need to do your thing. I mean, that's why we're here. That's why it's great that you're part of the fam. It's important to surround yourself. And that's pillar number one, community. And if you don't have that community, that's your environment. That includes your family. And unfortunately, you can't choose your family. If you're living with your family now with quarantine, you stuck with it. That's a great post. That's a great comment right here. Let me say here. Yeah, Phil, everyone talks shit, but then when they see your gains, they shut up real quick. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want a dirty bulk. Kashina's right. You don't want a dirty bulk. That's awful because then you look bloated. You look like a fucking moon pie. You don't want to look like that. You don't want to look like shit. You don't want to feel like shit. Yeah, just fuck what everyone else says. So you could drop down if you have foods. I mean, it's still the right food. I'm still going to default to the elimination diet and eating the right food. There are definitely cheap foods that'll bulk you up quicker, but you don't want to get bulky from eating grains and bloating, if it's not the right food for you. So everyone else, you can drop down your suggestions for food or, there's no foods that, you say foods that will easily bulk me up. Bulking up is eating more calories than you're utilizing. So you need to eat more food. That's work. That's work. It's not easy to gain. You have to work. You have to work. Eating is a job in itself. Eating it is a job. It's totally a job in itself. So we're going to continue with a couple more posts tomorrow, but definitely don't let people hold you down. Don't let community hold you down. You need to create your own community. And that's why we have this here. That's why we're locked in here together. That's why we're showing up here every day. That's why we're putting out this kind of content. That's why I'm posting YouTube videos. That's why I'm creating workouts, of course, and programs and yoga classes and Swole classes and Swole and 7. That's why we're doing this every day. And that's why the community, right where you were posting, Anna, but also, in the Facebook group, but creating this and plugging into the SwoleFam and being here and commenting and engaging. It's up to you to actually invest. It's up to you to reach out and create that. You create your environment, you create your community. And if you're allowing everything in, then it's just going to fuck you up. You need to shut the doors. You need to do one of those lockdowns, just like with the virus. Just like you have a quarantine or a lockdown, lock down your brain. Don't lock it down to information, but lock it down to bullshit. Like shut shit down. Don't spend time. Don't stress yourself out with shit that does not serve you. Literally, this is the time to cut out that fucking bullshit. No joke. No fucking joke. No joke. Cut them out. Cut out the fucking bullshit. Cut out the bullshit. And I appreciate everyone's dropping in the comments right now what they did to bulk or what they did to gain weight. And there's a lot of good options, like somebody saying white rice, grass-fed beef, sweet potatoes, vegetables. White rice is very inexpensive and it's easy to digest for many people. If you have issues, sweet potatoes are a good option. I agree. Look, meditation, mindfulness, being aware of this kind of stuff and being able to manage your mind. Again, another reason why brain gains and meditation is so important. You can manage these thoughts. You can manage these feelings that you have when you're dealing with your family members. You can't control what they're going to say. You can never control what people around you say. You can control how you internalize it. You can control whether or not you give that weight. You can control whether or not you pay attention. You can control whether or not you get anxious and stressed out and you act differently. Like they're going to fucking win. If they chide you for eating healthy or eating certain foods, fuck them. They win. Do you want to eat shit? No, then don't fucking eat shit. Like how big is your family to get bullied? Fuck. It's sickening. It's sickening when people do not respect someone's desire to take care of their health. It's absolutely unconscionable. I don't get it. It's fucking retarded. Literally, it's stupid as fuck. Yeah, that's right. For everyone that's for unlimited members, make sure that you follow the Get Started series. When you sign up for unlimited, make sure you check the Get Started series so you can sign up for Swole Text. And you'll get notified. If you're an unlimited member and you're not on Swole Text, you are missing out. It's really hard to bulk the right way, Oscar. It's work. It's harder than the training, in my opinion. That's why a lot of people don't make progress, because you have to train hard enough to stimulate growth. You have to eat well enough to recover, and you have to be consistent enough to not overtrain. Like you have to find that balance over time. Find that balance over time. All right. My wife just asked if I was still watching the podcast because we were going to watch a show, but I said, yeah, but I can quit anytime I want. I'm not addicted. Get the fuck out of here. Well, it's all right. We're wrapping it up. So #SwoleFam. Don't worry. You can go watch your show. It's okay. It's okay. I don't want I don't want to help you make sick fucking gains or anything. Let's give away this fucking Swole card. Dance time. Here we go, fam. You ready? SwoleFam. Giving away a Swole card, bitches. You sexy bitches. Scrolling. Maybe it'll happen a little bit faster this time. Yesterday it took 4 rounds. But maybe it'll take 1 round. Gonna land on it? I'm gonna land on a little SwoleFam action. Monica Allstat, congratulations. Yeah. That was a lot smoother than yesterday. It took like 5 rounds yesterday. Congratulations, Monica, for winning today's Swole card. Just send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with Swole card 1433 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the man mail and the Swole mail. And we'll send you the Swole card. Congratulations, Monica. Everyone say, congratulations, Monica. Congratulations. Say congratulations. You son of a bitch. I knew it. I thought today was going to be different.
Come on, stop
I thought it would be
whining.
nice today. I'm going to stop doing Swole cards if you're still going to be a beesh every time I give it to someone else but you. It's not all about you. It's about the SwoleFam, which is why it's a Swole card, and which is why the Swole card says SwoleFam. My God, go get a pump on right now. After this, do something for your health. Go drink some water. Go do some squats. Go do a Swollen 7. Go do a brain gains meditation. Go do something right now. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1433 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And I want to mention right now, I see 3 people watching me on Twitch. I'm blowing up. I don't think I've ever had 3 people. Look at this. Look at me. Look at me streaming on Twitch. Look at me. Look at this guy. What's up? Anyway, fam, love you. Thanks for catching. If you want to learn more about joining the Swole fam, check out the Swole at Home special. Go to swolenormousx.com and check out the membership options right now. And I'll see you tomorrow for 1434. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoos, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.